Hey everybody, this is Chris from HD Models. How's everybody doing out there? Anyways, I thought I'd give you a part 2 update on this build. The Trumpeter 1/32 scale ME109. I figured there's no big deal for me to actually go bit by bit on the build unless I came across something that was definitely needed some attention, and this is a pretty straightforward build. It does have a few small parts and some photo etch parts here, you know, lap belts and such, cockpit dividers, stuff like that. It's not really a very complicated build as far as that goes. The cockpit was it was fun. The engine and the cockpit are all together. I don't know if I can get it to zoom up on that. Let's see if I can. Okay. It's got some pretty decent detail in it. Here we go. There we go. It's got some pretty decent detail in it. It's not, like I said, it's not extreme. Nothing there that would, like I said, nothing that I would use as far as calling any attention to detail or anything. It's all straightforward. Photo etch, wood pedals, pretty cool. Takes a little bit of time to do stuff like that though. It still came out, I think, you know, for all it's worth, I thought it came out pretty good as far as the two of them together. Anyways, I thought I would show that I'm getting ready to recoat the surfaces with silver so that I can apply the chipping fluid, and then I'll go ahead and do the paint scheme on the top and the bottom so that I can chip it. It's going to be some time. I think I might have to do it a little bit at a time as far as making sure that everything's done properly so that the chip comes out pretty decent. Here's the one side of the cockpit. It looks pretty decent. I don't know if you can. And it came out pretty good. Like I said, I did some weathering on the interior. The other side over here, just the throttles. Like I said, it's not a bad build. It's pretty fun so far. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. You know. And here's the propeller. I've already done some chipping to it, as you can see, on the prop. So this bad boy's pretty much ready to go. I don't know if I'll add the spiral to it or not. I'm not that I'm not that good doing that. Here's the engine cowling for the right side of the plane. The reason why that's the white side is there's no intake. Voila! There's the intake. And I was mentioning that the reason these were built with injectors, fuel injected, was to invert, but not only that, but the supercharger to increase horsepower by just reburning the exhaust. That way they could go a lot further on the same amount of fuel. And of course, having the drop tank underneath to get you where you needed to go, and then get rid of it and do your fighting and then come back. But the ME-109 was actually the first propeller-driven airplane of its time that was full-skinned aluminum. The rest of it back then, the Focke-Wulf 190, the Butcher Bird, everybody says, oh, you gotta show that the bullet hole's going in one side, it's the same as it's coming out the other. Well, not on the ME-109. It's the first all metal skinned airplane in production in Germany at the time. Revolutionary. Problem with the Focke-Wulf was that the tail sections here and here were made out of cloth, and when they got to a certain speed they would billow, they would inflate, and they would lose lift and direction and everything by this thing turning into a giant balloon. Elevators were the same thing. They were material. So the plane's actual flight characteristics at high speed would go to pot. So this is actually the first production modeled airplane in World War II that was full skinned on the German side. Okay, enough for the history lesson. Got the canopy over here, getting ready to mask it all off. I know you probably can't see it. Get ready to mask it all off. I got to put all the divider plates and crank handles and everything in there, and then I'll take a very sharp razor blade and cut the masking tape off around the windshields and pull off the frame, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the chipping fluid and start to paint it. Navigation lights, I went ahead and painted with a clear red and a clear green. And the rear tail light is red. So these are the divider windows for the inside, I do believe. I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. Maybe those are just extra parts. Anyways, part 2 of the Trumpeter 1/32 scale ME-109. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. I'd get it again. It's really easy. The directions are very non-complicated. It's an awesome build. I'll keep you guys posted on the next one. Alright, you guys, remember, hit that like button, share if you think it's cool, and if it's not, you know, that's cool too. Anyways, man, everybody have a great day. Chris, HD Models, any model, anytime. Maybe a little history lesson thrown in at the same time. Alright, you guys. I'd like to give a big shout out there to my friend Carl Smith. He's over at Making Models. I appreciate everything the guy does for me. He's a real champ. Alright, you guys. Thanks a lot. I hope you have a great afternoon. Alright.